Every time I walk through the corridors of dawn, your name breathes in the air like an invisible promise. It moves with the quiet rhythm of my pulse, a soft echo beneath my ribs where your memory hums without asking permission. I carry it gently, as if it were spun from sunlight and rain, a secret gift the world cannot see, but that I feel in every heartbeat. There is something sacred in the way love lingers when distance stands between us. It becomes a soft rebellion against time. My heart, once steady and solitary, now trembles with the thought of your voice, how it sounds like twilight finding its home in the sea. I cannot unlearn you, nor do I wish to. You have become the pattern in my thoughts, the warmth in my coldest silences, and the calm that replaces fear. I move through my days holding you within me, invisible but infinite, like a constellation whose light guides my steps, even when clouds hide the stars from sight. There are nights when I wake before the dawn, hearing your laughter where silence should be. It flows through my veins, carrying a sweetness that neither sleep nor reason can dissolve. I close my eyes again and feel your spirit touch the edges of my dreams, as though love has found a secret door between our worlds. If I could, I would bottle the scent of those moments, the tenderness, the ache, the stillness that carries your essence, and keep it with me always. I would whisper your name to the moon, asking it to guard the spaces where you once stood, so I may return to them in thought and never feel the weight of emptiness. I have learned that love is not possession, it is the persistence of presence, even when the body departs. You are that presence in me, the music that refuses to fade, the heartbeat that insists on singing your name when everything else grows quiet and uncertain. I remember the first time your gaze brushed against mine. It wasn't a meeting of eyes, but of destinies quietly intertwining. I felt as though every breath I had taken before was just preparation for that single instant. The world didn't vanish, but it blurred, as if it too recognized the gravity of something new being born. Your smile became the axis around which my world began to spin differently. From then on, even the air felt changed. It carried you in every sigh of wind, every rustle of leaves. When I walked through the palace gardens, it was your voice I heard in the fountains, your warmth in the golden spill of sunlight. I have been told love humbles even those who rule. And I believe it now, for in your presence I am not a princess, not a figure carved by history, but a woman whose heart has learned to tremble, to burn, to surrender completely to something purer than duty, softer than dreams. Sometimes I write letters to you that will never be sent. They live folded beneath my thoughts, sealed with words too fragile for the world. In them I confess how your absence feels like a second shadow following me, quiet but undeniable. I tell you about the days I spent smiling at others, while within I am walking through your memory as though it were a room filled with unspoken light. I tell you that love has made me gentler, but also braver, for it takes courage to love someone unseen and still believe the soul remembers. When I write your name, it feels as though my pulse steadies for a moment, recognizing its rhythm. Even the paper seems to sigh with relief, as though dia da an titibad ledistas tun tiu budadar siri yanis chisnan sos aila lutiulum Perhaps one day, when time is kind, you will find one of these letters, and in the curve of every word, you will know that I was never far from you, not even when oceans whispered otherwise. The nights are longer when the wind carries no trace of your breath. I sit by the balcony, watching the stars scatter across the sky, imagining each one holds a word you never said but meant. The sky feels vast, yet never empty, because love teaches the heart how to find nearness in what is far. I wonder if you feel it too, the silent tether, the pulse that carries your name across the miles. My thoughts travel to you, like unspoken prayers, rising softly through the stillness, asking nothing but remembrance. The world may see me as composed, poised, untouched by longing, yet inside I am stitched with it. And though time moves on, unbending and unsympathetic, love remains, a pulse that refuses to fade, carrying you within me, a flame hidden but never dimmed. Love, to me, has become the quiet art of waiting without despair. Each day unfolds with its small rituals, duty, laughter, diplomacy. But beneath them all, a softer rhythm beats, one that whispers of you. I feel it when I pause between words, when I catch my reflection and see traces of dreams that once belonged to us. There is something eternal about loving someone so deeply that even absence becomes sacred. It reshapes the silence, it makes distance tender instead of cruel. Sometimes I imagine you hearing my name in a crowd, feeling your heart quicken as mine does when thoughts of you arise. That invisible connection, that pulse between us is my sanctuary. It is where I hide when the world grows cold, where I remind myself that even if love must be unseen, it is no less real. It flows, like light beneath closed eyelids, unending, faithful, and unbearably beautiful. When the world grows heavy with expectations, I close my eyes and return to the sound of your heartbeat, steady, certain, unpretending. I remember how it once aligned with mine, how we stood beneath the same moon and felt its calm spill through us. Even now, miles away, I sometimes feel that rhythm returning, reminding me that love is not bound by geography, but by truth. There are days when I wish I could break the distance, tear through time itself, and stand before you once more just to say that nothing has changed, that I still breathe you, dream you, and carry your name within every quiet inhale. The heart, I've learned, is a patient instrument. It keeps its melody even when unheard, and in its deepest corner, your name beats on, a sacred refrain, soft yet unstoppable, keeping time with every echo of who we once were, and who I still am because of you. The morning light sometimes feels cruel in its beauty, for it reminds me of the warmth we once shared, the way sunlight draped across your shoulders like a gentle vow. I think of how easily laughter came to us, how silence felt alive when it belonged to both our breaths. Now that laughter echoes through memory's corridors, soft and haunting. Yet I would not trade even the ache that remains. It means love has roots, yes, that distance cannot uproot. I see your reflection in every small wonder, the curve of the sea, the hush of twilight, the warmth that lingers after prayer. You have become an inseparable part of how I see the world. Every kindness I give, every word I choose carefully, carries something of you within it. You are not gone. You are the rhythm that shapes my calm, the pulse that names me whole, even when the world believes I stand alone. I often wonder if you still think of me when rain begins to fall. It was always our quiet language, wasn't it? The soft tapping on windows, the hush that follows thunder, the promise that even storms bring renewal. When it rains now, I listen closely, as though the sky itself carries messages between us. The droplets sound like your touch, steady, deliberate, endlessly gentle. Love, in its truest form, becomes weather within the soul, sometimes a storm, sometimes a calm sunrise. And though I can no longer reach your hand, I feel your presence in every drop that kisses my skin. It is as if the heavens conspire to remind me that love, once kindled, cannot be washed away. So I lift my face to the rain, close my eyes and whisper your name, letting it fall into the wind. My heart answers steady and sure, carrying you through its pulse once more.